babes. Hello, hello, hello. So, it has been brought to my attention that somebody, I'm not going to mention any names, but I'll keep it where you can still follow along, okay, is upset with me because I said that they took a payout. And they did. Remember when Kenneka first died and we started sending all those donations to somebody related to Kenneka? Yeah, that's a payout. You know when they paid for her funeral? That's a payout. You know that truck that she didn't have that she got after Kenneka's death? That's a payout. Okay? So, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I hear this every single day. Justice for Kenneka, justice for Kenneka, justice for Kenneka, right? But God, but God, but God, right? But here's the thing. If you don't believe Kenneka was murdered, why does she need justice? So to me, these are my opinions, my thoughts, and my feelings. If Kenneka was just a 19-year-old, okay, and before we even get into just a 19-year-old, okay, I'm not a bully. Other people are trying to say I'm a bully because I'm attacking mothers. No, I attack shitty mothers and tell them about their shitty selves. There's a big difference, okay? That's not being a bully. That's pointing out your shit so that other people that are doing the same shit have a chance to stop doing the shit. It's a big difference, okay? My 22-year-old, she's almost 22. She don't drink. So for everybody saying, oh, kids will be kids and teens will be teens. Yeah, if they don't have a freaking parent in their life trying to set them straight. Because my 22-year-old don't drink. Okay? So, I'm not a bully. I'm pointing out the shit that causes kids to go down these paths. Putting a sheep around wolves. Okay? You know what Chirac is all about. A mother knows when a daughter or a son brings a friend over, they can read them instantly. This is not a friend of yours. Okay? So yes, I point out the shitty mistakes so that other people that are doing those shitty mistakes have a chance to stop those mistakes before their child dies. Okay? So you got this 19-year-old who should not be drinking. Okay? Going to a hotel party. Well, this is Chirac. You could go to a hotel party in any city. What's going to be there? Drugs, drinking, right? Yes, of course. Okay, this ain't like rocket science, okay? All right. So, my thing is, if she chose, under the age, to drink, right? And get smashed up. Woo! So twisted, right? And she chose to stumble around all these hallways all by herself, right? And she walks into a kitchen. First of all, in any hotel, you're not supposed to be in a kitchen. So if you walk in a kitchen, what should you do? She should have turned around. She should have turned around and walked out, right? Okay. I mean, if she wasn't murdered and somebody didn't put her in there, she should have just turned around and walked out. Because she knew that wasn't the area because it didn't look familiar. Yeah, you're drunk, but you're still aware of things. It's just a little bit of slow motion, right? So, you're telling me that this wasn't a used kitchen, right? But yet I see... Hold on 1 second. Okay, but yet I see... It looks almost like a officer's hat and almost like a doctor's outfit. Or maybe a poncho, maybe like an officer's poncho. Could be, right? You got stuff that back here look like dirty laundry almost. Right? Hold on. Okay, so, sorry about that. So, you can definitely see this as a kitchen. This ain't part of the hotel that you're supposed to be in, right? Now, it really don't look like anything You could get hurt on anything in there, right? So if this kitchen's not being used and you have this drunk kid, adult, right? And she turns the corner and she sees a freezer door. And she goes in the freezer door, right? Well, the thing is about these freezer doors is if she would have closed it behind her, which I don't see how or why she would have did that, okay? Because they don't just swing closed on their own, right? Well, even if it did accidentally close, well, guess what? There is a button on the inside that glows in the dark. All you have to do is push it. That's it. Push it. Boop. And it releases. Okay? So, if Kenneka did this to herself, why are we screaming and hollering justice for Kenneka? If she wasn't murdered, what does she need justice for? Because in my book, maybe I'm just missing it. Probably, maybe not. I don't know. In my book, people that need justice are victims. A girl that walks into a freezer and closes it, that don't sound like a victim. That sounds like a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But God, that's not God. God didn't do this. God didn't do this. But here, it goes deeper, okay? The thing is, so now we know that there's a button. Right. So now we know that there's a button inside that glows in the dark, right? So if she would have walked in and the door may have possibly, I don't see this happening, but possibly closed behind her. Not the first door, the second door, right? It would have been so dark that button would have been glowing in the dark, okay? And all Kenneka would have had to do was push it, boop, and it would have popped open for her, okay? But the thing is, now they're trying to claim that somebody locked it. Somebody locked the freezer like a hotel employee came and locked up the freezer. Well, I have a hard time believing that. Because, first of all, if it was unlocked, Kenneka would have been able to get out before they locked it by that little glowy button. Boop. Second of all, why would you just lock something without looking inside first? Right? Third of all, where's that footage? Where's that footage? If somebody came behind her and locked it, where is that footage? The only footage I saw, okay, was the manager going over there with keys. That's it. So where's that footage? If that's what really happened. You're trying to sue because they locked it on her and turned it on. Yeah. Who turns things on and locks it? Right? But there's no footage of that happening. Okay, so is this a lie? Or was the video tampered with? I just want to point out the difference of people, okay, in the same situations, okay? So you have Kenneka's mother, justice for Kenneka, but nobody hurt my baby. So what does she need justice for? I'm confused. If this wasn't murder, what does she need justice for? I'm confused. Because in my book, victims need justice. Things that happen with mistakes, it's a mistake, right? So you got you got that one. You got Lindsay, right? Kylie Rodney's mother, that knows, her 14, 15, 16-year-old was drinking and decided to do nothing about it. That's negligence in the court of law. And anybody that disagrees, well, then you're okay with disobeying the law. Okay. Yeah. Once again, people like to say, oh, Candace, the kids will do what the kids do and you can't control their every move. But my daughter's 22 and she don't drink. So no, I don't buy that. No. Okay. On top of that, you have Kendrick Johnson's mom. That lady has been through hell and back, and nobody supports her. Nobody helps her. And she did a little foundation for Kendrick. It's beautiful. It's beautiful and sad at the same time. And then you got Gabby Petito's mother, who raised a beautiful girl doing the right thing. Got messed up in a empathic, narcissistic relationship, right? And you know what she did? Yeah, she's suing, but guess what? It's not about the money. You know how I know? Because she also started a whole foundation, Gabby Petito Foundation for Domestic Violence. She's trying to bring something good out the bad, not just get a paycheck. Okay? That's the difference. That's the difference. Candace Bly. Neglect. I'm not a bully. I point out the neglectful mothers. So that if you're doing what these neglectful mothers are doing, you have a chance to stop it. So your child don't end up like that. Okay? So my whole thing is, people are mad at the wrong people. Calling my haters kings. What? So a man that lies out his teeth, shows fake evidence as truth, is a king? But I thought Jesus was king. Huh? Which one is it? Huh? Is it the devil that's king? Huh? Or is it Jesus? Huh? But God, what? God had nothing to do with Kenneka going into that freezer. It was one of two things. Either she walked in and it was an accident, it was just a mistake. Or she was murdered. Hold on one second, my doggy. Yeah, because you can't tell me. The entire world knows about Kenneka Jenkins. Okay, and in their souls, 95% of them, not the sleepers, okay? But the people that are connected with their feelings, okay, all feel this was murder. This was murder. We all felt it. We all still feel it. So just help me understand. If she wasn't murdered, what does she need justice for? That's the only thing I want to know. Can somebody explain that? Because it's not about money, right? Money isn't justice. Okay, let's be real here. Money isn't justice. Holding the people accountable that did this is justice. Now, how old was Ty? I can't remember. Was he 21? Because I remember hearing him say, yeah, give that to the girl. Meaning Kenneka. Give that cup to the girl. Right? Let's start all the way back, Let's start all the way back. So that would be an adult giving a minor, not a minor, she's an adult, but she's not 21. She's not legally able to drink. Okay? It starts there, right? I don't feel it's the hotel's fault unless they truly locked it. But if they truly locked it, where's the footage? If the footage is missing, then I'm sure a whole bunch of other shit is missing. Not just them locking her in there. Okay? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I love Kenneka. I love her to death. But I don't want to play these games. Justice is not money in my eyes. Justice is holding everybody accountable that did it to her, including the friends. Including the friends that left her. Including the friends that brought the alcohol. All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to do an ITC for the Idaho 4. Love you, babes.